Okay, here we are with the first of the Oklahoma All-State Etudes. This is Pottag number 54. First, A major. Some of you may not be acquainted with sharp keys. So practice your A major. Practice A major scale going down, going up. Do a little scale drill, such as something like that. If you are having a little difficulty doing that on your own, you can get scale books such as the Perez Scales published by Rubank. These have the majority of the scales that we have to play, and just get familiar with playing in all keys. We need to learn all 12 notes and all the keys on the horn. Now, as far as fingering difficulty with this being an A major, sometimes we can be a little bit more creative in using a different fingering. Or in this case, sometimes going to the B flat horn instead of the F horn. We have two double horns. We have an F horn, we have a B flat horn. Sometimes I play F horn because it's easier. Sometimes I'll play on the B flat because it's easier. In this case, I think some of the issues in agility and response might come off better if we consider using B flat horn. For instance, in measure 3, all of those notes in measure 3 can be played on the B flat horn. All that. Yeah, I could do it with the traditional fingering, but sometimes it comes off a little bit clunky. You notice then that that second version wasn't quite as clean and precise. Another passage that might be a little bit easier using a different set of fingerings is measure 11 getting into 12. Normally, we are taught to switch from the F to the B flat horn either at G sharp in the staff, or some of us C sharp in the staff. In this case, in 11 and 12, I would stay exclusively on the B flat horn. So in measure 11, when we play the G sharp, I wouldn't play the G sharp second and third. I would play the G sharp second. And then when we have the F sharp, we just add the first finger. So G sharp, F sharp, and then the next measure, we're primarily on the second finger again, except for the G sharp, or the C sharp at the end. So it comes off really a lot easier. Now, I'll play it the other way using traditional fingerings. Let's see if I can get through this. I can, but I can really tell a difference in that the second version was a little bit more clunkier and some of the response problems. So, consider doing that. Another like passage is on measure 15. As you're coming down that scale, use the second finger G sharp and the first and second finger F sharp. And again, the triad in measure 16, second finger B flat horn. It's a whole lot easier. One other thing is the little triplet on measure 18. With the tempo that this needs to be, I would really highly suggest that you triple tongue this. If you don't know how to triple tongue, talk to your band directors about this. The syllables that I would use is 2 T's followed by a K. Ta ta ka, ta ta ka ta, ta ta ka ta, ta ta ka ta. Or sometimes I will use a little bit of a different approach. I'll use a ta ti ka ta, ta ti ka ta, ta ti ka ta. For some reason, that little change in vowel helps the articulation roll off my tongue a little bit more. So forth, like that. Another thing that we need to do for effective performance is to bring out the shorter notes. So when we have the 8s followed by the 2/16ths, give a little bit more energy through that. Also in number 3, where we have those long strings of 16ths, especially when we have that octave displacement, really scoot that air out. Practice it slurred like that. It makes everything come out so much cleaner and precise. So, let's hear what this exercise sounds like in its entirety.